Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we are making spinach tortellini. Yes, I know, I said spinach, ew, gross, ew. No, I promise, this dish is amazing. I've made it for many people. I've made it for my family, my friends. They absolutely love this dish. I'm going to show you guys how to make it. So one of the things that I want to stress during these next couple of videos that I do is that these dishes that I make are also affordable dishes that you can make for your family. These dishes are going to be dishes that you can make for less than $20 to feed a family of four. And that's also somewhat including even ingredients that go as far as what I like to call common household ingredients, such as things like salt and pepper and so forth. And that's one of the things that I want to stress during these next couple of videos is that you can make good, wholesome food for not a lot of money. And you can feed quite a few people for not a lot of money. And especially now, with prices going up and not knowing if prices are going to go down or back up or up, and big roller coaster. So, getting started, I got a pot of water boiling behind me. I got a 2-pound bag of tortellini, which was about $5-6 for a 2-pound bag. And there's about 7 servings in here. This will feed 4 people. And then I got a 1-pound bag of mozzarella cheese for our sauce that we're going to make. And this, you don't have to get necessarily a pound bag. You could also get a half-pound bag. I like to put cheese on it after I cook it, so I get a pound bag. But this is roughly about $2.50 right now. And then again, talking about household ingredients, you got your salt and your pepper. And then you got a clove of garlic, or a head of garlic, not clove. You're using cloves of garlic. But this is about 60 cents. And again, you're not necessarily using the whole thing, because trust me, I did that once. I put too much garlic in a dish I made for my buddy when I went down to go visit him. In fact, it was when I started this channel. I was making dinner for him, and I used a little too much garlic, and let's just say we were having a great time the next day. Sorry, I love you. He's forgiven me since, kind of. Then, for the base of the sauce, I have a package of cream cheese. We are making a cream cheese-based cream sauce, and you only need a package, and that's roughly a little over $2 for a package. I got it on sale for $2 a package. Now, this gallon of milk was about $2.50. You're not using the whole half gallon of milk. You're using a nice amount, probably about 2 or 3 cups of milk. Again, you're not using the full $2.50, but it's also kind of one of those common household ingredients, kind of not. You still kind of have to buy it a little more often than you do a container of salt or pepper. For pricing's sake, $2.50 for a half gallon. It's about $1.50 for a 1-pound package of fresh or frozen spinach. I got fresh spinach today because 1, I don't like a lot of spinach. 2, I can control how much spinach I put in it. And 3, this is actually cheaper because they weigh spinach by the pound. And so I got this for about 79 cents because it wasn't a full pound. So another thing that I also add is Parmesan cheese. Again, not using all of it, but a container of just regular grated Parmesan cheese is about $2.50 for one of these containers. So yeah, not a lot of ingredients, very simple, very quick, easy. Most of it honestly is one pot cooking. So now that I actually know the exact numbers, $2.49, 59 cents, 79 cents. So this was $5.50 for a 2-pound package. This half gallon of milk was $2.50. Package of cream cheese was actually $1.69. The 4 cups of mozzarella cheese, which I'll be using probably at least half the bag, was roughly $4. So your total is a little under $18 for this meal. So let's get started on our sauce. So the first thing I want to do is cut the stems off of my spinach, and I'm just going to pour a little bit of vegetable oil. Again, this is normally one of those things that are considered common household ingredients. I only need a couple tablespoons. I'm actually going to give this a little bit of a rough chop to help it cook a little bit and so that it doesn't overcrowd the pan. Okay, while our spinach is going, we're going to chop up probably about 3, maybe 4 cloves of garlic. Okay, give this a rough chop. Okay, then we're going to put our garlic in with our spinach. Then we're going to start by adding our cream cheese. Now I've let this cream cheese sit out for a few minutes to kind of get up to room temp, because if you put it in cold, it kind of curdles the sauce a little bit. So I want this to kind of be not warm, but pliable, if that makes sense. Basically, when it hits the pan, it doesn't immediately want to start burning. Now the cream cheese is almost going to be in place of your roux. You can add a little bit of flour if you want, but this should thicken up quite nicely once you put the pasta in. And okay, now that I've gotten my cream cheese nice and incorporated and chopped up and somewhat melted, I'm going to add my cheese. Like I said, about a half pound of your mozzarella cheese, and you kind of want to add it in a little handfuls at a time so that it has a chance to melt and get hot and not clump into one big ball. This part doesn't take too terribly long because it's mozzarella cheese and it tends to melt fairly quickly. I'm just trying to break it up a little bit so that it doesn't form a big, basically mozzarella ball when the milk hits it. Again, I'm trying to save the milk for last so that it has a chance to warm up a little bit. Obviously, you still want your milk to be cold because that's bad if you have warm milk. Our cheese is melted. We're going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese, about a quarter cup. Okay, then we're going to add a cup at a time and probably work our way up to about 3 cups of milk. You want to stir this as you pour it in to help mix in the cheese. Okay, that's probably about 2 cups. I'll probably add a little bit more once this gets nice and mixed in. Now, another thing that my parents like to add is tomatoes. That's another like 60-70 cents for a couple Romas. I'm not a big fan, especially for this dish, so you don't have to add them, but it will still be within your budget. Okay, and this is about what we're looking for. This is roughly 3 cups of milk. You can add a little bit more if it's still a little too thick, if you've maybe added too much cheese. But for the most part, I would say we are donezo with that. Once we pour the pasta in, it'll thicken up a little bit, but this is what we're looking for. And like I said, I'm going to put him on the back burner, kind of let him simmer a little bit, and then our pasta water is just about done. We'll put our our tortellini in, and then we'll get to making this dish and putting it all together. So our tortellini is done. Pour it back into our pot, and then I'm just gonna pour this over like so. Okay, and then just give this a nice stir, and then boom, look at that. A nice bowl of creamy spinach tortellini that will definitely, it will feed a small family of 4. No, I'm just kidding. No, it'll feed a nice sized family of 4, and or just me. I might just leave it in the bowl and just eat it out of the bowl. We'll see. But like I said, you can add a little bit of Parmesan to it once you're done. You can even add a little bit of mozzarella cheese to it. But there you go. A nice, quick, simple dish for less than $20 and a really, really good quality meal for the family. So let's give this dish a shot. Now it's a little hot, but cheers. Wow. Man, it's good every time. It's delicious every time. I might not share and just eat the whole bowl. So if you have a very generous family, this is perfect. If you have a very stingy family, you might want to make a little bit more. But there you have it. An awesome dish, a delicious dish, a fantastic, fantastic, fantastic simple dish for less than $20. So if you like this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button next to it, comment down below, tell me how I did, tell me what else I should do, what else I should make, and on that note guys, peace out.